Good morning everyone. We've come to the Yorkshire Motorhome and Campervan show at Harrogate. The last time we were here was this time last year, and it was the first campervan show we'd ever done, wasn't it?
Yep, and I didn't think we would even buy one, ever.
You weren't really all that keen, were you? But you're
not interested.
Can't believe we've had the van 4 months now. Honestly, when we came last time, I thought it was going to be at least 4 years before really before I'd convinced you that it was the right thing to do. Behave, rubber dogs. But here we are a year later, fully vanned up and ready to look around the show. So let's go and have a look and see what's on offer here. First things first, we've had a 2.5 hour journey. We need to eat. Matt's gone for his normal burger. It's very unadventurous. It's all right.
Very nice.
Looks massive.
Yeah, it's good. I was dubious when I saw them, but actually it's very nice.
So that'll keep us going for now, and then we're going to have a look around the inside, I think. Stalls inside, and then we'll head outside. We've already looked at a few stalls, but I think we've only scraped the surface because we literally, just as we walked past, wasn't it?
Let's go and look at a couple of the presentations.
Yeah, I think we're going to go and see Motorhome Matt at 1 o'clock, and then Highlands to Hammocks are talking at 2 o'clock that I'd like to see, because I talked about the NC 500, and we did it in the car a couple of years ago. But we want to do it again in the van, so we might as well get tips from the experts, so find out what they've got to say. But we're going to finish our lunch and crack on.
Thank you all for inviting me. We are going to be talking and unpacking going to Yorkshire Motor. Can I just have a quick show of hands? Is anyone thinking of doing just that at some point this year? It displays all the items in this amazing little suitcase I've got up here. So don't worry about making notes. Find all the information afterwards. Just grab a fly, there's loads of them at the back and the front.
Caught you.
Sorry?
Caught you.
What are you doing? What? Yawning?
I'd really like to see if we can have a look at lightweight chairs.
Okay.
Shall we see if we can find some? Those Pilgrim ones look good. I wouldn't mind seeing what price they
Small
were.
And compact.
You went to the toilet.
I did, yeah. But there's a man in the toilet selling these. Although
Right.
I've got that cable bag, it is a pain trying to roll it up to get it in the bag. And I think that'll fit in the bag. So there we go.
And it's bright.
It is, so if I leave it in the grass, I'll trip over it. No, I've tripped over it because I'll have seen it there.
Right, let's go. You ever tried filming with two dogs pulling in different directions? That was a good day.
Good day.
Right, I think we're done. We spent a lot longer than we expected there.
I thought I'd be bored after 2 hours.
Yeah, actually it was really interesting. I think last year when we came,
How long did we spend there?
about 4 hours?
It's
4 or 5 hours?
4 now, got there about, we got there about 12 o'clock, so
Yeah.
4.5 hours. Time flew.
It did, yeah, lots to see.
Lots of
and
shiny
do.
things to buy.
We weren't going to buy anything, but we nearly bought a TV, and we did buy a Kadak barbecue. We're looking for chairs, but we just couldn't find any that would fold away small enough to fit in the van, could we?
No.
But
It's a small show, and others are bigger, where there'll be more retailers. And we did see one, what was it called?
Pilgrim.
Pilgrim, yes.
But they weren't showing here. It was just Peter Vaughan. He'd brought one of his along, and he likes Pilgrim, so we might look at those. So the thing is, we've got limited storage, and I think we're aware that you're gonna sacrifice either comfort or space to get a small you know, a chair that packs away really small, and comfort seems to be a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah. I think we might have to compromise and leave them in the living space during travelling and put them under the van when we get to location.
If anybody else has got a small 6 metre van that has the bench seats, so the lounge bed conversion, where do you store your seats? Because we haven't got an awful lot of room under the benches, and otherwise it's kind of going in the
living space.
In the living space or in the bathroom.
It's nice to have a permanent home where they only come out when they're in use, as opposed to being in one place when you're travelling, have to take them out and put them somewhere else, then have to put them back.
Yeah, we don't know the answer yet. It will appear, but at the minute we've got nowhere. If the weather gets nice, we've got nothing to sit outside on, so we need to get that sorted. But we're heading off now to our campsite. We're staying at Hebden Bridge, which I think is about an hour and a half away from here. I might be wrong. Need to do the sat nav, but we've got a campsite booked for tonight. Yeah, the idea of another pub stopover, we're not quite ready for that yet. So we've booked a campsite and yeah, chilled night. Right, let's get us sorted then.
You gonna say goodbye?
We're not finished the vlog yet. It's rare to get away from you. Right, let's get going.
So she's looking for crumbs. And he's playing with his toy and using me as a seat. What are you doing? Little tinker. What are you doing? Here you go. What's it about? Drop. Okay. Drop. Drop, good boy. There you go. Not the biggest player. What are you doing? Have I got something in my pocket or what?
Right, I think we'll get the dinner on. So we've got the old air fryer out and the Ridge Monkey. We've got burgers. Again, Mark had a burger for lunchtime, so he's going to be burgered out. When we choose our next van, one thing I do want in the next one is for the sink and the cooker to be swapped over. We've also only got one double socket here, so I have to drag the the air fryer across the cooker, which isn't ideal. But also, if the cooker was here, when the side door is open, I could be cooking straight out, kind of straight out. What am I trying to say here, Mark? Straight out, so that I was getting rid of any cooking smells. It would feel like I was cooking kind of inside outside. But for now, this is what we've got. So I'm going to start making dinner. We've got a Ridge Monkey and I kind of like it. I didn't think I would. I thought it was a bit of a novelty when we bought it. I did buy the small one and I'm not sure if I should have bought the medium size one. But it seems to do the job. Are you looking for somewhere for us to go tomorrow, Mark?
Hebden Bridge, an old chamber circular. It's only about 4.5k, so it should only take about an hour and a quarter. But we can take our time and stop and look at the view and everything and make it 2 hours.
Are we going into Hebden Bridge itself?
Yes.
Is there a tea shop?
Yeah, we parked right next to us.
We have to find a tea shop. It's obligatory. Right, what am I doing here?
Will it be open on a Sunday? That's the thing.
I don't know. Are there many? Are there more than one? I would think so. I think it's quite a touristy place.
And it's about, it's 4.5k. It's nice, it goes along the canal and then it goes zigzags up through the woods and then across some open fields and then back down through the woods. It looks nice.
Oh, good. This pan is brilliant, this little pop-out pan. It was quite expensive for a pan, but it saves a lot of space.
So the most southern part of the Yorkshire Dales is just above Skipton. So where are we?
So do the Dales border Cumbria?
So just north of the Dales is Appleby.
Okay, that is quite. I mean, Appleby's come.
Oh yeah, so west of the centre of the Dales is Kendal, so yes. Yeah, I reckon we're 15 to 20 miles south of the southern tip of the Yorkshire Dales.
Right, there we go. Unhealthy. Yeah, it's pretty unhealthy.
We've got salad.
Isn't it? We've got a bit of salad. Right, tuck in. Cheers. Another nice weekend.
Yes, it's been a good one.
Yeah.
Her feet all over the place. One here, one there. And he's all nice and symmetrical.
They're both very alert, aren't they, while we're eating?
Hmm.
Right, let's get this lot put away. Was there a lid for the salt? There we go. Oh, it looks like a bomb's hit it. Oh, that doesn't go in there. It gets so untidy so quickly, doesn't it? It doesn't matter how hard you try to stay tidy. It just gets so untidy. The thing I like about the Consort motorhome is that you've got that other little drop down here.
Mm.
So you've got this bit, extender here, but you've also got the little drop down here. So you've just got a bit of extra bench space, and it's got a pop-up tower with sockets, which I just think would be a bit easier.
So they're the things we've got to look at and compare when we're looking to buy. So that speed, did it have the extra drop down?
Well, I don't know, because I don't think I was really looking.
That's what I'm saying. When we come to buy, this is where we've got to do the what has the Consort got that we like and has the other one. Spend a bit of time looking around them and saying, oh, I like this drop down extra surface, and oh, I like this pop up socket, and then comparing it and say, okay, this one hasn't, but this has got something else instead.
Yeah.
And do a true comparison.
Well, I wonder if we need to make like a tick list of things that are almost like a non-negotiable, nice to have, that sort of thing. So, and then almost do like when you see those comparisons where you can see like the features, and you've got a table with ticks on what's got what. Maybe do something like that.
No. Right, I'll come and give you a hand.
Give me a hand?
Wait,
this is your job.
You're clearly struggling, so I was just going to give you a bit of advice. I was going to come and supervise and sort of direct. Like, you've missed a bit.
Right, get your ass over here, sunshine. Get cleaning. Now I know why he likes this chair.
Why do I like that chair?
It's the I don't want to do any work chair. No, when you sit in that one, you end up having to do all the work.
Where's the,
It's in the bottom of that cupboard now.
I tell you what, ready for sit down. I've been stood up here for ages.
The other thing you could do to let us know is if you know of other conversions that have a U-shaped lounge in a 6-metre panel van, so either a Ducato or any panel van really. Let us know. So what we want is a U-shaped lounge that gives us a bit of a garage, 2-berth, so we don't want a front dinette as well or anything like that. On a 6-metre, nothing longer. We looked at the Reef. No, not the Reef. What's it called? The Nova, which is a 5.4, which I think you were quite keen, weren't you? Because you thought, well, it's easier
parking.
to park.
If you're visiting a town or city and want to park, you're not constricted quite as much, or restricted quite as much.
Restricted, yeah.
It's easier.
But I think we both agreed that actually it was too big a jump down. So storage, garage space,
The
living
reason we go
space.
to the Reef was that big garage, and the Nova was compromising.
Yeah, quite a big compromise.
You probably lose about a quarter or a third of the garage, and that's because the back area of seating is shorter. The Truma garage takes up
Truma garage.
The Truma heater takes part of the
garage
space.
But actually, that was one of the best things about going to the show today, is because you see things all in one place. You can easily move from one to the other. I mean,
we saw the Speed with the U-shaped Speeds with the U-shaped lounge, and then we went to Consort, and then we went back to Speeds again to have another look. Yeah, Speeds or Speed?
I think it's Speeds.
Okay,
I think
Speeds.
There was a really lovely VW Crafter
at Speeds.
It was gorgeous, but it was 6.8 metres, I think.
It had those beautiful sort of black decals on the side. That was.
Yeah, it was unusual.
What was that
wasn't
effect? It was like a.
It was like a wrap.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm trying to think of the pattern. Was it like a sort of a leafy type?
Yeah, it was a bit like, if you can imagine a black and grey flock wallpaper, like it was like a flat flock wallpaper. Oh, that's not easy to say. Flat flock wallpaper. Important stuff. This was a good buy, wasn't it?
Yeah, quite.
Yeah. Well, we didn't buy it. My daughter bought it for us for Christmas. We use one all the time at home, but we've got a big double one. It was funny actually. So we got our first air fryer long before they were kind of popular and hard to get, because there was a period, wasn't there, when they could hardly get hold of them. When Mark was in the Air Force, every Christmas they used to have like a Christmas raffle, and one of the prizes was an air fryer. And the guy that won it, was he about 19?
He was about 19, and he bought lots and lots of tickets because he wanted to win the Nintendo, or what is it, Game Boy thing, and he ended up with an air fryer.
So we bought it off him, and I think he was pleased to have the cash rather than. We didn't even know what an air fryer was. I think you just felt sorry for him, didn't you? Another time when we lived in Cyprus, we had the Christmas raffle, and we did quite well this year. We won a fridge freezer. We won when digital telephones came out. It was that kind of late 90s. We were there, and we won this set of 2 digital phones. And when we walked in, they had all the prizes out on a table, and there was this table lamp, and it was quite hideous. And I remember saying to Mark, I don't care what we win, but I do not want that lamp. So we won the fridge, we won the telephones, and we won the lamp. And it was made by
Knossos.
A company called Knossos. I don't know if you pronounce the K, but it was Knossos, Knossos, something like that.
It was Greek, was it?
Well, it was Cypriot, yeah. And when they called the prize out, they said, and Mark Thorogood, you've won the. And we heard knotty stump. Like, the hell is a knotty stump?
It was quite a distorted microphone, wasn't it? It was like the old was it wheel tappers and stunters?
Wheel tappers. What is it? Wheel tappers and shunters.
Club. It was just a little bit of
Yeah, it was a lot of distortion. So, Mark Thorogood, you've won the knotty stump. Anyway, it turned out it was the Knossos lamp. And do you know, I grew to like that lamp as well.
And every time we referred to it, we called it the knotty stump.
The knotty stump. It was the knotty stump. We don't do bad actually in raffles, do we?
I don't know. I think that was the only time we ever won.
I thought we normally won bits and bobs, don't we? Perhaps not as valuable as that, but
it did get a bit embarrassing.
What, having the knotty stump in the lounge?
Just winning so much on one night. You feel under pressure to say, "Oh well, I've won twice. I will accept it."
There you go. What's the thinking on that? If you've bought raffle tickets,
What is the etiquette?
Yeah, what is the etiquette? If you've bought raffle tickets and you win more than one prize, should you put the prize back and say, no, I've won? Or should you say, well, actually, I've bought the ticket, so I've got as much right as anybody else to win?
So if on the third occasion, you should hand it back. So the first occasion, you win a £10 lamp. And on the second time, you win a £20, I don't know, phone or something. And then say, okay, if I win again, I hand it back. And you get the star prize, of a £15,000 car. Oh, you've got to hand that back.
You'd be gutted, wouldn't you?
You say, well, can I not give the first one back? This is better.
I don't know, let us know. What's the etiquette on raffle prizes? Should you...
So, that goes back to the story that the station commander had friends over from the UK. And they did buy some tickets and they did win the star prize of a car. And everyone said, but we've been contributing to the funds for this raffle for all year, and he's come over for 1 week and won. Should he be allowed to?
Well,
and so they said, well, they shouldn't have sold him the ticket. He wasn't entitled to buy a ticket, but because he was sold a ticket, he's then got the right to keep it.
Absolutely. If you're going to put restrictions on what you can win, then you have to put restrictions on
who can buy tickets.
I remember another time actually. Oh, right, pulling the stories out now. I remember my dad and I going to a social club that he used to go to, and he always used to drop a few quid in the slot machine. And there was a guy playing on the slot machine for ages, and he must have put in, I don't know how much money he must have put in, but he was dropping pound coins. There would have been pound coins then. Dropping pound coins in and winning nothing. And as we were leaving, just after this guy had sort of left, stepped away from the machine, my dad had a few quid in his pocket, so he popped a pound in and he dropped 50 quid. The guy was fuming. He was like, that's mine, I've put all this money in. And my dad was like, no. That's the way it goes. He walked away. That got quite heated. My dad he stood his ground, but he was quite right as well. Oh.
So say you had a raffle and there were 1,000 tickets, and one person bought 999 tickets and one person bought the one remaining ticket,
and that was the one that won.
Yeah, then that's just the way it is.
The way it is, isn't it? Anyway, we are rambling now.
That's called gambling, though, I think.
Gambling and rambling. Right, okay. It will get the...
I don't know
what am I doing? I'm getting all distracted now. Right, I'm going to get this lot put away and get the TV on. Whisting.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Pancakes and yoghurt and fruit with me, or toast?
I'll go for the pancakes, please.
Beautiful view out of the window from the campsite, isn't it? Stunning. Is that where you walked this morning?
Yes, right up here, right here.
Oh yes, I can see it. I don't know if I'll get it on camera, but yeah, this is a beautiful location.
It's a little bit busy, isn't it?
Well, yes, but it wasn't. I only noticed it this morning.
Yeah, I didn't hear it in the night.
This is the sort of place I would like to come in the sort of nicer weather, stay a week and use it as a base to explore. It's gorgeous. So I'm having a bit of trouble parking. All of the car parks seem to have a 3-ton weight limit. But we came to the station thinking that'll be a good one, but the station is quite clearly marked parking for railway users only. Now it's a Sunday and it's quite empty.
It's only a quarter full.
But
Do you want to risk it in 50?
It's a 50 quid fine if you get caught. So I don't know, you're just trying to find another parking space, aren't you?
Yes. I mean, I'm almost tempted just to try and park it by the side of the road then. We want to do the right thing and park in a car park. But imagine you ditch it by the side of the road.
It was a bit tricky, wasn't it, trying to get it parked? But we're there. That was a good bit of parking though.
Parks in town are very small and all have weight or height restrictions on them. And so we had to park half a mile out of town by the side of the road.
Yeah, but we're there. It's lovely. I think it's just a very popular place, isn't it? Very pretty and very popular.
Yes, why isn't that looking?
Is it not working?
There we go. Can you just check the doors, please?
Do you need to take the doors?
Yes, please. Just while I start checking it in that. Just until I check where we are. Or can we access the wall from this point?
A lot of up. I'm waiting for the down. It's gorgeous. Can't really see where we've come from, but it was a lot of uphill. It's just because we're parked right low in the valley, aren't we?
Hopefully they've got a big window like this looking that way, because looking this way it doesn't see much. It's 1664, the lodge.
Up in it.
That would be a good bit of a filming, wouldn't it?
Okay, so they look amazing, all the different coloured window frames, but how the heck, how do they paint them?
These look like some pretty ones.
Third time lucky. Guys, I think we're going to leave it there. You're not going to want to just join us on a long drive back to Lincolnshire. We've had a really lovely weekend. We normally like to do 2 nights because it gives you a little bit more time to explore, but actually one night last night was absolutely fine. We've had a lovely walk this morning, so I think we can call that another successful trip. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, do me a favour, give the video a like, and if you're not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button. You'll catch our future videos. We try and do a vlog every week if we can, something to do with camper vanning. or just our travels in general. So if you fancy joining us, hit that subscribe button and we'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.
Bye.